Hey guys, right now we are smack dab in the middle of application season out west for big game, which means that everybody's trying to figure out what species they want to apply for, what states they want to apply in, and essentially what they want their hunting schedule to look like for the year. So I thought this would be a great time to tell you about a new feature that OnX just rolled out. It's called their Hunt Research Tools. And what's cool about this is that it basically combines their mapping platform with the features or tools to help you figure out where you should apply every year based on a lot of different criteria that's tailored to yourself. And what I mean by that is that you can basically filter through by draw odds, harvest success, the amount of public land, weapon choice, time of year you want to hunt, things like that. And so it's really going to help you narrow down what units you want to apply for, as long as you know what species and what states that you're looking to apply in. So like I said, this is a brand new feature. I haven't had a ton of time to play around with it yet, so it's kind of new to me as well. So I thought we could kind of walk through it together for the first time here and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so after you guys log into your OnX Hunt account, you're going to want to click on the Elite Member tools down on the left-hand side of the screen. You will need to be an Elite Member to get access to the Hunt Research tools, and you can also see the Terrain X and the Route Builder tools that Elite Members have access to. So from here, you're going to want to click on the Hunt Research tab at the top and then click Try It Out. At this point, it may ask you to log in again. After you log in, you should see the option to update user profile. Click the red button that says Update User Profile. On this page, you'll be able to update your personal information, your residency, and your points for each species in each state. As you can see, I've already updated my point levels for each of the species I have preference or bonus points for in each state. It's very important to update this page because it establishes the criteria to determine your draw odds moving forward. For the sake of showing you guys how this works, I'm going to click on View My Points. This will bring me to the My Points page. Let's scroll to the bottom and pretend that I'm building bonus points in Nevada. To do this, I would click on Nevada, click Species, and then click the species I have existing bonus points for. If we click on Elk, you can see that it generates a tab for you to track your bonus points for elk. After you have done this for each of the species you're building points for in each state, you can navigate back to the general user profile page. Next, you're going to want to make sure that your residency is updated to the state that you live in. Click Edit and use the drop-down menu to select your home state. This is important because your draw odds will be drastically different depending on if you're a resident or a non-resident for specific states. After these things have been updated, you can click on Back to Draw Odds. This will bring you to the Hunt Research tool page where you can start to determine an application strategy by filtering your way through different personal hunting preferences to find the unit that you want to apply for. For example, let's say I want to look at options to hunt elk in Colorado. The first thing that I'm going to do is select a species to hunt from the top menu options. Here I'm going to select elk, and then there's the option to select male, female, or you could choose both. I'm just going to click male because it will still show me either sex option tags, and it won't just show me cow only tags. Then I'm going to hit next. So here's where we can choose our state. So I'm going to click on Colorado, and for this example, I will leave it on any hunt because I'm not a youth hunter or a veteran or in the military. When I hit next, it will bring up the weapon choice and date ranges. In order to make sure we see lots of options, I'm going to choose archery only and the date ranges of September 1st through September 30th. Obviously, this is where we can start to get a little bit more creative with our search options. If you know you can only hunt during certain dates, let's say, for example, second season rifle, you can choose the rifle weapon option and the exact dates of October 26th through November 3rd, which are the exact second season rifle elk dates for this year. So this would only bring up second season rifle elk hunt units and the draw odds for those units. If I know I can be flexible with my vacation dates, I will usually select a wider range of dates and weapon choices to make sure I get to see all of my available options for unit choices. But for now, I'll leave it on archery elk for the month of September and hit continue search. Now from here, you'll notice that in the upper left-hand corner of the screen it says sort, and right under that it says draw odds. This means that it is sorting out the possible units where you can archery elk hunt for bull elk in September by the highest probability you will draw the tag, aka the best draw odds. You'll also notice that a map shows up with a zoomed in view of the unit you selected. In this case, it brought up the first unit on the list, which is Unit 29. So the list of units on the left-hand side of the screen show my draw odds based on the 5 non-resident elk points I have, which I entered in back on the personal information page. It also shows the minimum number of points a person would need to draw a tag in this unit. This is going to be helpful because it's reassuring yourself you're not wasting extra points on a unit that would take far less points to draw. So, for example, I have 5 non-resident elk points. It would have only taken me 3 to draw this unit. And while we're on the subject of draw odds, let's click on the arrow on the right-hand side of the unit profile to see a more in-depth view of the draw odds. Click the unit again to expand the information downwards. Here you can see your draw odds at each point level, available tags each year versus total applicants each year, harvest success rate odds, and minimum points required on a year-by-year basis to draw the tag. It also lists the hunt code back up at the top, which is handy for when it comes time to actually apply. So this is all great information that can help you make a decision on where to apply. Now let's go back to the search and look what other info is provided. The general unit profile also shows the total size of the unit, the total land in square miles, and the amount of public land in the unit based on square miles. It also shows the number of hunters per square mile based on the total number of tags given out. In this case, it shows 0.07 hunters per square mile. Now, all of the units that showed up on this list as options to apply for are based on your weapon choice and the dates that you selected, and most of them are gonna have either a 100% chance to draw or a 0% chance to draw. There might be a select few where the draw odds are somewhere in between. These in-between draw odd units are units that will probably take another year to draw because of point creep. You need to remember that these draw odds are based on last year's application numbers. You can also go back up to the top and sort your results based on a few different things. The other options are harvest rate, hunting pressure, or amount of public land. By clicking harvest rate, you will notice that Unit 2 pops up as the unit with the highest success rate. However, you also notice the draw odds are 0% at this point level. In order to see how many points it would take to draw this unit, you can go back to the in-depth unit profile by clicking the arrow and expanding the unit info again. You will notice that it currently takes a non-resident about 30 preference points to draw this unit, not even close to being an option for someone like myself with 5 preference points. So I will go back to the search results. From here, I might want to scroll down on the same list and see what's the unit with the highest harvest rate where I have a 100% chance of drawing. So based on these results, it looks like Unit 69 and 84 have a 38.1% harvest success rate. Let's go ahead and click on Unit 69. As you can see, the map just updated and zoomed into this unit. Now, when you look at the map, you can see the public lands highlighted in different colors. The unit profile shows that only about a third of this unit is public land. Depending on the areas the public land is located, that may or may not be enough. In order to find units with higher amounts of public land, you can go back to the sort feature and select public land. And this is sorted based on the amount of square miles of public land. So again, the first unit that comes up here is Unit 2. But the next unit listed is Unit 70. This unit has 100% chance or 100% draw odds at 5 points, and it also has a 28.95% harvest success rate and over 1,000 square miles of public land. Let's click on that unit to see more. Okay, by looking at the map, it appears this unit has a mixture of probably sagebrush flats in the lower elevations, maybe some pinyon juniper forest in the middle elevations, and some grassy parks and conifer forests going up to about 12,000 feet in elevation, it looks like. So I've never hunted Unit 70, but it looks like it might have kind of a mixture of a bunch of different things going on depending on what kind of a hunt you're looking for. Anyway, these tools give you the ability to really narrow down a unit based on personal preferences. If you're already thinking about purchasing OnX for the mapping aspect, this is a huge value bonus. I would suggest you guys just get on here and play around with all the different options, mess around with the different states, the different species, different weapon choices, and you'll be able to come up with some great application opportunities. The more you play with it, the more tricks you're going to develop to manipulate the data to fit your situation or your preferences. And so the last thing that I kind of want to mention here is if you guys go over to the upper left-hand corner of the map and click See More in OnX Hunt, it will take you back to the mapping desktop. And after you've played around with the hunt research tools, go back over and click on Elite Tools and click Hunt Research Tools again, and then click on Give Feedback. I would highly encourage people to give some feedback. What are some additional features you'd like to see? What did you like or dislike? Give some helpful advice to make the hunt research tools better. I can already think of a handful of additional things that I'd like to see. As they continue to develop this additional resource, any feedback will only be more helpful for us as the end users. So check it out and let OnX know how they're doing. And good luck to anybody who's been out there applying for tags so far.